Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for April the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me thank you for your energy, the positive, supportive, loving energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you, truly. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you. We start with the Two of Wands. So, this is you being pulled into a path. When this card shows up, it's always, you're on the fate train. Okay, you could be feeling like you're being pulled into a certain path, a certain journey, a certain way of doing things. Um, situations could be slightly out of your control. Okay, you want it to go one way and it's completely turned around. It's going a different way. You have to go with the flow when this card shows up, okay, because there can be an imbalance here. Definite feeling of imbalance. You have to really go with the flow. You have to stay with the moment. You have to be open to what God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe is trying to show you for your path forward, rather than you demanding certain things of your path forward, or certain things in your life now, wanting certain things to be a certain way now. You have to go with the flow. You have to, your new day your new day is dawning, okay? That's the Nine of Pentacles, the new day dawning. Everything that you have been doing has accumulated into the now, moving you in a direction that is really going to serve you. It's really going to honor you. Now, you are definitely connected to spirit here when this card shows up. Okay, so this is definitely a week to communicate with God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. Of having that conversation, that back and forth conversation. If you hear things in your mind come back to you when you ask certain questions, just take it at face value. Don't try and argue against it, but try to understand why that thought came into being. Okay, because when we're talking to God or angels or spirit guides, so often we say something and then we hear something back and we go, oh no, that can't be, or I doubt that, or we don't trust it. And so we need to trust what's coming back to us in our thoughts, to allow those epiphanies to be epiphanies in our life. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is also an imbalance. Now, this is a good imbalance, but it's asking us to look at our routine. It's asking us to look at our goals, our dreams, to bring things into balance. And we may be putting way too much energy into one part of our life right now, and we need to balance it out. We need to have balance in our life, absolutely. And it has to be everywhere. It has to be work, home, love, spirituality, well-being, health. We can't be putting all of our energy into one area and then the rest of our life is ignored. Okay, because if we are working very hard, chances are our health is going to suffer, our well-being, our happiness, our joy, our love life. So it's good to work, absolutely, but we need to maybe watch how many hours we're putting in, or how much energy we're putting into that part of our life. Or it could be, we're putting too much energy into love, and therefore everything else seems to be going by the wayside. Or spirituality could be lessening here. So it's just asking you to take a good, strong look, an honest look at your day-to-day activities, your routine, and understanding where there could be more balance, where you could take minutes away from one part, or it could be energy, or it could be time, and putting it into other pots so that we have a more balanced structure going forward. Now, in saying that, everything is crossed over by the sun. So you shine, you glow, your self-confidence should be up, your energy, your vitality should be up, absolutely. And speaking of vitality, I usually don't pull, oh, see, I knew it was going to do that. Okay, so I don't know, I just have an old computer. And one day I'm going to have the best of the best, but right now I have to put up with this computer, and it is too old to really invest money into it to speed it up. I really do need a new system, but it decides to just do these mini crashes on me about 3 or 4 times a day. I have no idea why, but it's frustrating. And I was going to tell you about a card down here that I normally don't show. I lay out 22 cards for each reading, and every card has its placement, and every card has the placement has a meaning. So I can't lay out less cards, even though I'm only concentrating on a certain number of them for the weeklies. Okay, so obviously when the monthlies come around, I bring in more of the cards, and then if you were getting a personal reading, absolutely, we would be using all the cards. But so normally I don't go to health and well-being. But I wanted to show you this one because this is making a strong stance, a determination, a new way of doing things going forward. It's like you're putting you first when it comes to health, when it comes to well-being, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to feeling this vitality, feeling this energy, feeling alive, feeling like you're going forward with a purpose. So I did want to include that because we did have the sun there talking about your vitality and everything. So, I mean, that could be part of where you see an imbalance in your life. And making this determination, making this declaration. So if you do, it's obviously going to be strong, and it is going to be something that is sustainable, that it is long term, that it's doable because the energy is there for it. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that that was there. Now, the underwriting energy is an ace, the Ace of Cups. This is embracing new passions, new beginnings, new love. So if you're looking for love, this is a beautiful omen that love will come in. But in a general reading, I would have to say this is more towards your passions, your dreams, your desires. So it could be that all of a sudden a new passion is instilled inside of you, or it's been something that has been on the back burner for so long and you are moving it up to the front burner now. You are working diligently towards bringing out this desire, this want, something that you want to manifest. And it's going to be egging you on. Okay, this is really your subconscious talking here, pushing you into the new beginning, showing you things, bringing things in to bring your attention to it. We have, for the overriding energy, the Queen of Swords. So there is a strength, there is a determination in you this week to see your path forward, to know what obstacles you have to get around, to know what needs to be cut out of your life, to know that nobody is going to mess with you when it comes to your dreams. It's like you're on a vision quest here. You see where you want to go, and now it is getting rid of the obstacles. It's pushing things aside that were pushing you aside or pushing your dreams aside. It's becoming focused on what you truly want to do and empowering yourself to go forward. We have another ace, the Ace of Wands. Okay, and this has a lot to do with the balance that we were talking about. You are giving it a lot of thought. So how do we go forward in the way we want, with a balance, with everything working together, with everything connecting, with not having to put in too much energy in one place and not having the energy for the other things that are needed, the obligations and responsibilities in my life? How do I do that? That is your thought process this week. And a lot of thought is going to be going into that, probably midweek. And then the Seven of Cups really speaks to the same thing, where the priority list is, you really need to minimize the priority list. You need to pick a couple of very important things in your life that you need to work on ASAP, and then worry about the rest later and put it on the back burner. It's like your energy is scattered too much. And so this week is all about bringing it in to balance so that your energy isn't scattered, so that you can go right towards the priorities in your life and dealing with the priorities in a successful way. Now, as we go towards the weekend and into next week, we have the Eight of Pentacles, so we know it's hard work. But it's not just hard work. We are raising the bar on ourselves. We are seeing how we can do what we do so well, but even better. We want to turn out masterpieces. We want to be the best of the best. We want to strive for perfection here. So you are going to be pushing yourself more and more. So it's even more important that you get into balance this week so that when this energy starts to approach, you are in balance and you can be the best of the best. You can create that masterpiece. It is with the moon and the devil. Two very strong, powerful cards, huh? This is really saying that you can shed the old, the unwanted, the unneeded in your life and feel more centered and more grounded in your approach going forward and bring in that balance and still having this adventurous, wild spirit about you. Okay? It's really about shedding a lot. So if you give the energy what it really wants of you this week, and really think about your routines, think about your balance in life, thinking about what God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe is putting in front of you, the direction they want you to go, where you want to go, but really paying attention to everything, and especially your routines, especially how you split up your time, your energy, your resources. You're going to be able to say, this is no longer needed, this is no longer wanted, this is no longer acceptable. And you're going to be able to shed those things away and have a more centered approach going forward to your dreams and being able to produce that masterpiece. Absolutely. Now, we have for love and relationships the Four of Wands. Now, this is the marriage proposal card, so could also be deepening a relationship, definitely. It's finding strength within the relationship. It's understanding the relationship is your solid foundation on which to grow everything in life. So there could be conversations around that. If you're looking for somebody, well, we had the Ace of Cups here, so it could be brand new beginnings, bringing in that security, that wanted security. Absolutely. Now, for work and career, we do have the Judgment card, so we don't want to be moving fast on anything this week. We want to take our time. We want to weigh out our options. We want to make sure that we are moving in the right direction. We want to ask those qualifying questions in order to get the most information possible to make the wisest decisions and judgments possible in our life. This is a card not to rush things, to go the long way, to expect the long way, to know that taking the longer route to it may end up being the fastest way to the finish line in the long run. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.